You talked about recession. What about the risk of a stagflation?
Well, Christine, I'm in the stagflation camp. I've been there for a couple of years now. I wrote an article about that in May of 2020 in the Financial Times. And, what I think is more likely than not here is that inflation is going to be stickier, far more intractable than we thought. Whether the economy tips into recession or not, stagflation just requires a significant slowing and a sluggish pace of economic activity. And I think that given the tightening that's required by the Federal Reserve Board right now, that the likelihood of considerably slower growth is high. It's uncertain as to whether or not that will go into a recession.
Stephen, it just seems like we're playing inflation whack-a-mole on a global basis. So just give me your line of sight on China's economic outlook and whether these lockdowns and the supply chain issues once again are going to be yet another driver of inflation.
Well, Shri, I've known you for a long time, and over that period, I'm a congenital bull on China. That's not the case for me now, though. However, I think China's facing formidable pressures, not just from, rolling COVID lockdowns, but, steadfast insistence on deleveraging, and then, considerable risk through this, really significant mistake that Xi Jinping made to tie himself to the villain Vladimir Putin. And so, there's just enormous risk in China right now. There's no way it's going to make its 5.5% forecast. It'll be lucky if it makes 4%. And that's a big deal for the global economy because, in the aftermath of the global financial crisis in from 2009 through 2012, China was growing, 8%. And that cushion kept the world from lapsing back into a global recession. That cushion's gone. It's China is not going to bail the world out the way it did after the global financial crisis. So this is problematic for the global economic outlook as well.